Continuing with Chapter 5, Objective 2, we're going to define and spell word parts related to the respiratory system. So first of all, let's go over the combining forms of the respiratory system. We have adenoido, adenoids, alveolo, alveolus, broncho, bronchio, means bronchus, diaphragmato and phreno both mean diaphragm, epiglotto means epiglottis, laryngo, larynx, lobo, lobe, naso and rhino both mean nose, pharyngo, pharynx, pleuro, pleura. Then we have pneumo, pneumato, and pneumano mean lung, air, and pulmono means just lung. Septo is septum, sinuso, sinus, thoraco, thorax, chest, chest cavity, tonsillo is tonsil, and tracheo is trachea. And then we have some more combining forms commonly used with the respiratory system. Atalo is imperfect or incomplete. Capno is carbon dioxide. Hemo and hemato mean blood. Muco is mucus. Ortho, straight. Oxy is oxygen. And phono is sound or voice. And then, continuing on the next page, pio is pus. Radio is x-rays, ionizing radiation. Somno is sleep. Sono is sound. Spiro is breathe or breathing. And tomo is to cut, section, or to slice. So here is just a very simple picture of your respiratory system. So there's wanting you to give the combining forms for each of those. So we have nose, again naso, rhino. Pharynx is pharyngo. Larynx, laryngo. Trachea, tracheo. Bronchi is bronchio and broncho. And alveoli is alveolo. One more, just test your knowledge. Again, kind of repeating themselves here. Broncho, you have bronchus and bronchi, one singular, one's plural. Laryngo is larynx. Naso and rhino both mean nose. Pneumo, pneumato, and pneumano all mean lung, air. And then what's the other one that means just lung, and that is pulmono. All right, looking at prefixes now, and these are in your book. We have a and an, which is absence of or without. Endo is within. U is normal, good. Poly is many, much. And tachy is fast, rapid. Next, we'll look at the suffixes before we go on to this slide. So in your book, the suffixes table, we have algia, which is pain, ari, and eel, meaning pertaining to. So now there are, I believe, six suffixes that mean pertaining to that we've covered already. Seal is hernia or protrusion. Centesis, surgical punction to aspirate fluid. Ectasis, stretching out, dilation, expansion. Emia, in the blood. Gram, the record, radiographic image. Graph, instrument used to record, the record. Graphy, process of recording, radiographic imaging. Meter, instrument used to measure. Metry is measurement. Pexy, surgical fixation or suspension. Nia, breathing. Regia, rapid flow of blood, excessive bleeding. Scope, instrument used for visual examination. Scopic, pertaining to visual examination. Scopy, visual examination. Spasm, sudden involuntary muscle contraction. Stenosis, constriction or narrowing. Stomy, creation of an artificial opening. Thorax, chest cavity. And tomy, cut into or incision. So here we're talking about suffixes with tom in them. Ectomy, E-C-T-O-M-Y. So they're kind of being silly here, so I apologize. Ectomy, surgical removal, excision. Ostomy, creation of an artificial opening. And tomy, cut into or incision. Again, those were all suffixes, very common suffixes that can be used in any chapter or any medical term out there. And then remember from chapter 4, there was a combining form, tomo, which is cut or section. And again, that's just a combining form, whereas these first three are all suffixes. Then we have words that you know. We have the suffixes gram, graph, and graphy. Well, a gram, the suffix gram, is the record or a radiographic image, such as a telegram. A graph is the instrument used to record, such as a phonograph. And then we have graphy, which is the process of recording, such as photography. And again, I know I said graphy when it's just by itself, but most of the time when you're actually saying the word, it's going to be photography. It's going to be pronounced just a little bit different, and once we start pronouncing the medical terms, you'll see what I'm talking about. And then we have meter versus metry. The meter is the actual instrument used to measure, such as a meter stick, such as a thermometer. And then metry is the measurement, so geometry. And then we just have quick questions here. Which of the following is the combining form that means chest or chest cavity? So again, they're asking for the combining form. A and B are both suffixes because they have the hyphen in front of the word. We're looking for the combining form. So hopefully you chose thoraco, letter C, as your answer for chest or chest cavity. And then number 2, which of the following is the suffix that means chest or chest cavity? So now we're looking for the hyphen in front of the word since they're asking for a suffix. So we know C is out of the question, and hopefully they're very similar spelled, so hopefully you chose A as your answer, thorax, as the suffix that means chest or chest cavity. And that will end this recording.